Graphing quadratic inequalities. So what we're going to do is we're going to graph just like we have been. So if it's in vertex form, we go ahead and graph. If it's in standard form, we switch it to vertex form. Remember, using negative b over 2a. And then plug that back in order to find our vertex. Okay, and whatever the a value is, the a value. But the only difference with inequalities, remember, is the less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal. So we have to decide what type of line do we want. Do we want dotted or solid? And then where do we shade? So number one, y is greater than negative x squared plus 3. Even though this one doesn't have parentheses, it is vertex form because there is no b value, so it's not an ABC. Alright, so what we do is we go ahead and make our table. X, y, remember it's negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. There's a negative out front, so I times them all by a negative 1. So you get negative 4, negative 1, 0, negative 1, and negative 4. So you just plot your points, 0, 0. Okay, and then you have to move everything. So here's my original. This outside number tells us up or down. There is no number with the x, so we're not moving right or left at all. We're just going up 3. So we move everything up 3. Okay, so now we have to look back at our symbol and decide, do we want a solid line or do we want a dotted line? Okay, so since it's a greater than symbol and it's not equal to, that means we want a dotted line. And greater than means we shade above our graph. So we're going to shade all of this stuff above it. Let's try another one. Y is less than or equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 9. So this one is in standard form. So we have to use negative b over 2a and then plug that back in. So opposite of our b, opposite of negative 8 is positive 8 divided by our 2 times 2. So we get 8 divided by 4, which is 2. Okay, so that's going to be my h. And then I have to take that and I have to plug that back in for the x's. So I get 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 9. Okay, so if you calculate that, you get a 1. Okay, so that'll be my k value. Alright, so we have my h and k, so I just rewrite my problem. So I have y. I'm going to keep it as less than or equal to. Keep my a value as 2. In my parentheses, I have x. We always do opposite of h, so opposite of 2 is negative 2 squared, and then plus our 1. So now this is in vertex form, so we can go ahead and graph. So we make our xy table, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. We have to times everything by 2. So we get 8, 2, 0, 2, and 8. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and graph those points. So we get left 2 up 8, which is up here. Left 1 up 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 8. Okay, a little bit hard to see, but that's okay. And then we have to move everything because this is opposite of this. So we go right 2 and up 1. So we move everything right 2 and up 1. So here is my graph. Okay, and then I look back and see what type of line did I want. I wanted a solid line because there was a line underneath it was equal to. So I need a solid line, and then less than means we shade down. So we're going to shade below our graph. Alright, so go ahead and get into the Seesaw app and start recording.